got the restock. Hit me up if you guys want a t-shirt. We got the anti-Type R shirts. I got small to 2XL. Let me know. Say appreciate everyone helping me out. We're at 700 now. I really appreciate it, everyone that's been subscribing stuff. So make sure to subscribe for more Type R content. Let's get to the video, what we're gonna be doing today. So for today's video, we're gonna be actually just not doing nothing crazy. We're just gonna be talking about the Type R. We're gonna talk about first what you should be doing by 20,000. I'm currently at 17K, and then I'll tell you guys what I've done since 17K. So I'll put it somewhere in the screen what you should have done. So you got 7,000 oil change, 10,000 tire rotations or tire swap, depending on you. 14,000 again at oil change. It's recommended to do transmission fluid change at 30,000. But you know, Type R guys, we're doing it way before then. Now that you guys kind of have an idea of what you should be doing for your Type R, or if you're planning to buy a Type R, very low maintenance. Honestly, it's just another Honda. Don't get scared because it's a Type R or whatever. It's the only difference between the Type R and the K7 or any of the other Civics is honestly probably just your brake setup and your transmission fluid. Everything else, it's like any other Honda. So don't be scared if you're trying to own one or something. It's not a lot of maintenance, at least right now, because it's still new technology, so we don't know. All right, so what have I done to my Type R since I've had it? I'm not gonna talk about the aftermarket parts. I'm just gonna talk specifically to maintenance, and then we'll kind of talk about the mods. So we've done the transmission fluid change around 2K, which saved me a lot of those grinding problems that a lot of people have in the Type R scene. Tires, I did go from 20 to 18, so it's kind of cheated, but the original ones lasted me around 13,000 miles. And again, this is considering at least 20 canyon days and 1 track day. That's a lot. I was on 18s by the time I was tracking it. Oil change, I did it, first one around 3,000 to be safe. I did a second one around 7,500. Yeah, around 7,500. And then my last one, I did it around 14,000 miles. The last thing I did was my rear rotors. I did that around 12,000 miles or so. So that's the rotors and the pads in the back. I still need to do my fronts. It's kind of all, but honestly, everyone in the Type R scene that I've met so far or kind of talked about this, the rear rotors go bad before the fronts do. That's all I've done really for maintenance. Everything else has been mostly for improvements or aftermarket preference. So talk more about what I've done to my Type R. You know, I got the starter pack Type R, we got the TEs obviously, but let's bring it back to where I first started when I first bought the car. So I started off with the intake. I wanted that, you know, that blow off valve kind of noise, so we got the PRL Intake. After that, I wanted to protect the paint just because Honda is notorious the last decade or so with their paint. So I did get the ceramic coat. Get ceramic coat, man. It makes life super easy. Like the cars, I'll be honest, it's dumb dirty right now, and it probably still looks super glossy on there. After the ceramic coat, I kind of left it for a good minute stockish. I did put window tint and the window visors, but I'm not gonna really consider those as mods. It's more like OEM plus type of thing. So after that, we got the high rev taillights. Why didn't I go with the Mugen, blah, blah, blah. Honestly, I like the sequential of the high revs better than the Mugen. After the high revs, I kind of did leave it alone for a good while. I had it pretty much bone stock, you could say, for about 6 months or so. I didn't really modify it. I was really happy as is, bone stock. Performance wise and everything, because intake doesn't do much. Finally got some wheel setup, so I did Swift spring install with back-to-back. I slapped on some RPF 1s with Federal RSR Pros, 265/35. I was really happy with them. I'm actually still rocking them right now on the TEs. Left it alone for about a month or two, but because there were so many part outs end of 2020, shout out to Joe. I have this power now because of Joe, but Joe, he hooked it up. He gave me pretty much as a bundle. I second-handed got his Hondata, his Powermetric tune, and his Sirimoto flex fuel kit. So that pretty much jumped me from like 300 to like, I don't know, 360s. I was going crazy just with the Hondata setup. And then a week later, I slapped on the Sirimoto. Shout out to Lewis, VCD Racing. Slapped on that, and it's just mind blowing. Like, I'm running full bolt-on 91 tune type R's that have spent like 4K, and my $1,600 setup is killing it. It's all for fun. I don't really care if you're faster or slower than me. It's all for fun. Again, I left it alone for a month or two. It's probably like 2021 March or something. They're pretty much impulsive purchases because I tell myself I'm not gonna do nothing, and look at me now. The last thing I did was the TE37s. Shout out to Frank, Mugen Frank. He had the super clean setup. He hooked it up with the TE37s, AO52s on it. It was great. I loved it. But just to be considerate and conservative of the AO52s, I slapped on the Federals back onto the TEs. As you guys can see, it doesn't sound like a lot, but you know, it adds up. It really does add up. My setup is starter back type R because it really is basic. Hey, I love it, and at the end of the day, I'm building it for myself. So if you buy a type R or any car in general, you should build it for yourself. Don't get all distracted by Instagram, the whole toxic blah blah, but just build it for you, because everyone's cloud chasing. Don't be cloud chasing. End of the day, you're just gonna play yourself. So do what you want. Hope you guys like my setup. I love it. It's fast, it's functional, fitment's on point, and that's what matters to me. I'm not the slammest, not the fastest. I'm happy. It's my money, it's your money. So just do what you want to do. Don't get focused on the whole cloud chasing thing. I don't have nothing planned for it anytime soon, but that always changes every week. So I'm not gonna say I'm not or I am, because I don't know, honestly. I'm very impulsive sometimes, and I just kind of send it. If you guys enjoyed this video, me talking about my car, rambling about it, it's my starter pack type R. I love it. I hope you guys do too. So in my next video, we're gonna be hanging out with Ricky. I call him Ricky Bobby. So he actually has something new coming for his type R. Make sure to subscribe for more type R content. Once we hit 1,000 subs, I will be doing a giveaway. Hint, it's something for your interior. It could be either for this car or another car. Make sure to leave a thumbs up. All right, peace guys.